everybody, I am Walbeoffe, and what a gorgeous day it is. It is autumn, the sun is shining, and today I will be sharing with you my favorite autumnal fragrances. This isn't going to be a top 10 list of the fragrances that I think you should buy for autumn. It's going to be a general riff of some of the greatest fragrances, designer and niche. Let's go inside, get ourselves comfortable, and I'll start sharing with you the greatest autumnal fragrances. Fall is that time of year that I don't think anybody can get enough of. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's the real Goldilocks moment. You get to wear more clothes, your fashion can increase, and you get to wear more fragrances, the woody, the spicy, the aromatic, the leathery. It's just amazing. Now, I'll be showing you 5 fragrances today. Now, I don't know how you can have 10 fragrances that you wear throughout a 3-month period. It just seems so busy. I need to really have a fragrance on my skin for a long time because then it also can evoke memories of that time and place. For example, at the moment I'm in Budapest for the next 3 months. Now, if I wore 10 fragrances for the next 3 months, it would kind of take away some of the enjoyment that I would get in 5 years' time when I wear a fragrance that I wore in Budapest and suddenly the memories are evoked of a time and a place. Isn't that something that you want to have and harness and take ownership of? Why would you just have a different smell every day? Create memories through scent. That's what's so good about perfumes. So with that said, here are my 5 autumnal fragrances. Okay, so we have got Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. What a classic. The bottle is gorgeous and modern. The smell is gorgeous and modern. And it is perfect for a nice, crisp, cool autumnal day. So wearable and so accessible. I don't think you should be... It smells of a wonderful warm leather, but it's not too offensive. It's not too in your face. It's not too, as you think of a leather fragrance, mature or maybe a little bit old fashioned. It has a kind of jasmine mid note which dries down into a patchouli and an amber. And that warmth just makes it sweet, and it makes it so... it will bring some warmth to your cockles. Another classic for this time of year is Terre de Hermes by Hermes. Now, I made a review of this fragrance just a couple weeks ago, and it is such a lovely fragrance. The top note of orange, the bitterness, and it dries down to this vetiver, warm, earthy scent, and it's just perfect for the autumn. I always saw the reviews, people saying it was a summer and a spring scent, and I couldn't understand why, but I've been seeing in a lot of reviews recently that it's making people's autumn list, which I could not be happier about because it is just perfect. Also, a nice little note, I've been layering this with the Tom Ford Ombre Leather, and they actually work pretty well together. The sweetness of the orange with the leather, lovely. Okay, so next up we go away from the designer houses and more into the niche fragrances. Or actually, is Joe Malone still a niche fragrance, or is that a mainstream house? It's hard to kind of place. English Oak and Hazelnut. Now, just that name, could you get any more autumnal? English Oak and Hazelnut. And just check this out for the note breakdown. Hazelnut, Cedarwood, and Oak. I mean, that's just, who wouldn't want that this time of year? And it does not disappoint. Of all the fragrances that I have, or I'm showing you here today, this is the one that just screams autumn. It's just walking through a farmer's market and the roasted nuts have just started coming out. The leaves are falling, you can hear the concord hitting the ground around you with the wind. You'll be wondering, where is the bottle and why have I just got a little decant? Well, I'm traveling at the moment. I'm in Budapest. I was in Prague last month. I'm here for 3 months and then I'm just traveling around Europe. I'm on maternity leave with my baby and my wife, and I felt I couldn't justify bringing about, you know, 1,500ml bottles with me. So I decanted them all before I left. And that is why it is in a little bottle. I'm gonna be wearing this a lot, and I've already got through quite a chunk of it, which is quite sad. Next up is another Joe Malone. It's a collaboration with Huntsman, who is a tailor in Savile Row, London. Now, it is the Cedarwood and Whisky. That's another, I'd say, a minimalist perfume. It only has 3 notes in the breakdown, which is whiskey, cedarwood, and pimento. What more could you want from a note breakdown? And I'm happy to say it does not disappoint. It's boozy. It's a little bit spicy, and it's very woody. I mean, that's what whiskey is, isn't it? It's a woody, warm, boozy, spicy drink. And that's got such depth and such character. I love the Huntsman. Very nice, very, very nice. It's quite hard to get a sniff on it though. Of all the perfume houses and shops that I've been to around Europe, nobody has the Huntsman range. It was a gift from my dear wife. Thank you very much. Okay, and finally we have an indie perfume which I don't think you will have heard of. It's called Forest by Rook Perfumes. He's based in London, the perfumer. I think it's just him. And I bought a sample, a discovery set, I don't know, about a year ago. And I made a video just a couple of weeks ago about smelling the forest and smelling the trees. And then I made another video about how to make a pine air fragrance for your car or for a room. And suddenly it dawned on me, I've got a perfume somewhere around here called Forest. So I dug it out and I started wearing it. And I really, really like it. So much more than when it first came through the post. I don't know why I didn't like it so much then, but it is just a really pleasant walk through the forest. I mean, it really is a journey, this one. And I think when you're in a city landscape, which I am at the moment, living in Budapest, which is so urban, just having a fragrance like this it can really juxtapose with your environment, and it's just gorgeous bringing some of that forest around you as you're traveling through, you know, the metro or the bus or the busy city streets. So those are my autumn fragrances. Now I hope you've enjoyed this content. If so, why not give it a thumbs up, and why not subscribe to the channel? Here we discover everything scent related. I'm Walbeoffe, and I will see you soon. Yeah, you like that, Barney? Was that a goodie? I don't even know what the framing was like.